everyone, my name is Jennifer State. This is Coloring Bliss, and we are here to get organized. I have one area in my art studio here that I've been itching to give a refresh and make it work better for me, and I want to bring you along with me. So let me show you the area in question. Right here. This little spot is a very prime real estate location for my art supplies, and I've had it organized in multiple different ways, and this way has been the best so far, but I'm ready to try something new and see if I can get it working even better. So when I'm considering what to do for a new organization method, I try to think through what my main goals are for that area. So first and foremost, this is prime real estate for when we do our filming. You guys look at this all the time, so I want it to look inspiring and organized, but still very useful to me. Tools I reach for all the time, and I can swap out, and it's multifunctional so that I can display things or keep things out that I want to be inspired by. So that's one main goal. Second goal is it has to fit in this small space right here. Little sweet Rose has a very important spot right here, and I want her to have all the room she needs. And I often display art on this back wall, so I want to leave room for that. So it needs to fit the area. For that, I thought I need to go vertical. I need to go up, just like I've done here, but I want to do it in a new way, a more organized way. The other thing I wanted for this space is I've been doing a lot of organizing based on the color wheel. So I wanted something with at least 12 slots so that when I need to organize an art supply, I can do it quick and easy according to the color wheel. Now, I want the object that I use to organize into to be sturdy, but it also needs to be inexpensive. So kind of asking a lot out of this one little corner, but I think what I found may work. But I've never assembled something like this before, so you're going to come along with me, see how easy it is, and will it work in the space that I have it planned for. So the first thing I want to do is take a before photo so that we can see what it looks like right now, and if what I do makes it better, or I hope not, but maybe worse. So here's the before photo, and I'm going to have Steve slip in right now a sneak peek for you of what it looks like after, so you can see what we're working towards. So I ended up picking 2 units, and I'm not sponsored. I bought this with my own money, did all the research myself, and these 2 units I'm kind of hoping I can somehow connect and use them as one. Altogether, this cost me $35.57 for both of these units, and it's a kind of construction that I've wanted to purchase and try, and I'm excited that this is a good opportunity to do it. So let me pull this out and we can look at it together. All right, like I said, I have 2 units. I don't think I want to unbox both units all at the same time, or I might get screws and things like that confused. So let's start with the bigger unit, which is the one I'm hoping will be the base part, and then this will be above the base part. So I'll put this to the side and let's get into this packaging. Now, I purchased my 2 units in the cherry color. I wish it came in just a nice crisp white so that it would match the aesthetic of my art studio a little better, but I think the cherry will look good, and if I hate it, I can always paint it. All right, let's take a peek at these instructions. I'm starting to get a little intimidated. Lots of steps here. We've got 10 steps, lots of little pieces. I think these are cut out by a machine called a CNC router. I'm not positive if that's what they're called, but it's really kind of a cool way, a cool system to create these types of boxes. So it looks like they have one warning that I need to be really careful about. It says, in the process of screwing, if it is accidentally twisted, it will cause slight damage to the plate and will not affect the use. Well, that's good. It won't affect the use. Okay, so first thing I need to do is put together the drawer, it looks like. So I need to find these boards and anything else I need, like screws, and we'll start there. All right, I've got this partially pulled together here, and I do get like making a puzzles type vibe from this assembly process. The screws go into these holes like this and are relatively easy to do with this tiny little screwdriver they gave us. So I tried to be wise and start with the screws all in just part way to make sure it felt and looked right. And now I'm just going around tightening it up. Step one is done. I have this adorable little drawer pull on here, and the screws are all in. You can see it cuts out a little slot so that it's really quite easy to screw in the screws. I did have this little spot right here that cracked. I don't know if you can see that. I may have to put a little glue in there. I don't know. It might hold just fine. So I'll leave it be for now and move on to step two. So far, my only complaint is that I wish that the little panels were numbered somehow. I don't see any numbers. You just have to sort of look at the little diagrams and reach for the one that you think is right. And by process of elimination, sometimes you're like, okay, this is the one that is right. So I wish they were numbered, then I wouldn't feel so much like I'm guessing. And it makes a terrible noise when you click them into place. Listen. Oh, that's just terrible. I think I've broken something every time I pop one in, but I assume it's right because it's coming together and all of them are making that terrible noise. Now, in general, I feel like the pieces are almost perfectly fitting. Like there's little gaps between all the little areas here, but I think that's, again, what was intended, or it wouldn't be going together correctly here. And I can't push it any harder to get it in any snugger, especially I'm afraid if I push too hard or use a hammer or something, I think I would break it. So okay, we're almost done, but it's official. My hand is done running this tiny little screwdriver. I really appreciate that they gave me one so I didn't have to go find one to get started. But now that I've put in all these screws, I almost have these all the way in, but my hand is tired. I'm gonna go get the power drill. I highly recommend a power drill. That was fantastic, so much faster. We've got things almost totally pulled together. I went through, made sure all my screws were tight, and now we have our last few panels. So these should just slide, yeah, like this in here. Slide it over so you can see better. Oh, there's that sound again. Come on. There you go. One piece in. Cool. Ta-da! I did it! And I was hoping that as I was assembling everything that it would just get more and more snug and more sturdy, and that's what happened. And that fits in there pretty good. Slides decently. It's a little wonky, but not too shabby. And a little wobbly. All right, not perfect. I don't know how much of it was my user error of assembling and how much of it is the actual design, but it's not perfect, but I like it. It's charming, lots of slots. I'm excited to fill it up. But first, before we fill it up, I have my second organizer to assemble, so back to work. Okay, I just made my first assembly mistake that's forcing me to pull the screws out. Luckily, I didn't have them all the way in yet. And I started thinking, this doesn't make sense. I think I missed something. And I looked down and sure enough, you don't put this panel on yet. A couple more steps first. We're in the home stretch. The last few pieces need to go in. So I think I start with this one to slide in here. Like that. And then I have 3 identical pieces that should all just slide in. Now this cute little shelf came with this little bonus gift, which I think goes like this in here. Is that right? Nope, it goes this way. Okay, pop that in, and now I have a phone holder that matches. Pretty cute. All right, we have the 2 shelves assembled. I must say, Rose hates this whole process. So next step is I want to figure out how to make this, not permanently, but as an option, will it sit on here like this? Oh yeah. That's better than I could have hoped for, you guys. So I was worried I was going to have to come up with some sort of clipping system, but this is already slightly wider and it just sits right over the top, and if I have it against the wall, it should be just fine. And my thought is this has 12 slots, and when I'm sorting a big set of color pencils into their color families, I can just pull this off, bring it down. If it's got some stuff in it, take it out for the time being, and then use it to sort. It's gonna work. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do another time lapse now of me removing all the stuff back here, and I'll be right back. What do you think, Rosa? Do you like it? You don't care? She doesn't care. It fits. Ta-da! And I like it. I wish it was white. I think that's the only still big regret, is I wish it was white. But I think it looks more cohesive, where before I was using like mix and match different organizing tools all in one spot. This is one style, so maybe it'll just sort of look better. Okay, the next step is to fill it with the supplies that I want handy all the time when I'm doing art and filming videos for you. Okay, I've got the majority of the supplies that I knew right away that I wanted to have over here into the organizer. And I was on purpose, I left everything empty on the top because I have a set of pencils that I'm about ready to start this big organizing process with. So that's ready for that process. And yeah, look, I got all my Moonlight pens back there. Let me move this other camera so that you can see better. There. This arm has to be here so we can get that other angle from filming. But I've got all my Moonlight pens, all my paintbrushes all in a row right here. And I've got my quick reference color wheel and some notepads and things to sharpen pencils with. And and my brush. It's so good, and there's room for more. I have random supplies here and there that I'm always reaching for that I wish was in one centralized spot. So as the days go by, I'll start collecting things and moving them over, trying different setups. I'm excited. So let me give you the after picture here. There you go, one after shot. So I'm really happy. I'm going to live with it for a while, try some things, move things in and out. I have random supplies in different places that I want to consolidate and get into this new organizer and see how it works for me. I'm excited. And I even have more room on the back wall to hang more art if I want to. And I think Rose has more room too, so that's a bonus. All right, well, thank you for joining me. I hope that you learned something. Let me know if you try a different art organizing setup. I would love to hear about it. Comment below, what is your all-time favorite art supply organizer that you have purchased? I want to hear about it. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up, and I hope you have a wonderful, colorful, blissful day and an organized day. Yeah, that too. Huh. It was fun. Do you like your new setup? You got more room? Are you ready to get down? Yeah. You've had a big day of organizing. It's time to get down.